Okay, it is May 20. I've already forgotten. That is bad. We got off work a little early today. I'm super grateful for that. Second week of first grade, going really well. No complaints. One of the things that I was just thinking about was I need to find like a lip gloss that has like really, really clean ingredients. One that doesn't have toxins in it. Being vegan is like a progress. I think there's a little chocolate baby. Looks like he's in his 20s. I can't remember. But if he has a lip balm, and I believe it doesn't have very many ingredients in it. And I said I was gonna try it, and I have not done so yet. So I'm gonna have to look that up and see what's going on there. Everything's just a slow, gradual transition of things over the years, I guess. So I need to get on that. Let me think. It's a long weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend 2025. So it's Friday of that weekend, which means we're off on Monday. And we still get paid for Monday. We're off on Monday. So that's amazing. The client that's going to be on site for the company that I work for, the company that I'm training for now, so week 2 of the new company that I work for, they're going to be on site in June. And so I'm secretly, like, I don't really like shopping. I'm not a shopping type of girl. I think my wardrobe is very Tomb Raider. I'm a chocolate person, so keep that in mind, like the variations, if you will. Like, we do like to put on our clothes as just chocolate, like this the culture. So I'm not saying that I don't like to. Number one, my dressing preferences, I love dresses. Like, I'm from that generation. I'm Generation X. So we were raised in a church with stockings and slips and pantyhose and all the things. And I'm super girly, so keep that in mind. So I also love to wear heels. However, if there's nothing to really like, I don't know that I'm showboaty. I know that if I need to put on my clothes, I can, right? But I'm not super showboaty. I have a couple things that I love to wear if I need to put my clothes on, right? But other than that, it's very Tomb Raider. I don't know if you guys remember, it's one of my favorite series of movies, if you will. There's a shot of her closet, and it's basically black, white, gray, maybe a beige or a tan, of like the same t-shirt, the same shirt. So I have a list of favorite colors, right? It's a long list. Red, I love red. It's my favorite color. I won't wear it. I don't decorate with it. I just love looking at it. Like, red is just simply beautiful. White, I wear all the time. Black, I wear all the time. Gray, I wear all the time. Navy blue, I wear all the time. Emerald green, I love looking at it. I don't have very much emerald green anything. I can't think of anything that I have that's actually emerald green. I love the combination of navy blue and emerald green together. For some reason, that just snatches me in. Like, it's so beautiful. Red and green together, just giving Christmas. So no, I don't wear very much emerald green. I don't wear very much red. Black, white, gray, navy blue, emerald green, navy blue. I think that's it. That's it. That's all I like. Those are my favorite colors. I don't like any other colors. I like those other colors, all the colors on other people. So there's people that are like super fashion savvy and all the things. That's wonderful. And I've seen things that I absolutely will not wear that I absolutely love on somebody else. So I don't discriminate. Like if it looks good on you, by all means. I know someone, I'm trying to keep this as vague as possible because I don't want to mention anybody, but they are a super, super beautiful chocolate. My daughter is a beautiful chocolate, just a deep, rich chocolate, just gorgeous. And I love this person in yellow. I do not like yellow anything, but this particular skin tone on this person is just, they can just wear a lot of colors, and I think it's beautiful. So it's not that I don't appreciate colors, it's just I don't like a lot of stuff. So I have a lot of neutrals. The issue is with the client being on site, we had to do business casual. And I love business casual, but I don't love it right now because I've lost weight and none of my clothes fit. And I don't like shopping very much. So that's my plight. That's what I have. So that's the downside of losing weight if you don't like shopping. That, and I don't want to spend the money on that. I don't. Vast majority of the clothes I have now are just clothes that my girls wanted to donate. They've put on a little bit of weight since school just because they sit and study all the time and they do all the college things that you do in college. They put on a little bit of weight. They're gonna slim down. They graduate in December, so they're gonna slim down after they're not glued to books and having to be home and all the things, right? So I might end up having to give them back, but all the vast majority of the clothes I have right now are just clothes that my girls don't wear anymore. So I've not bought very many things since I've slimmed down. And to my point, once I start my refeed, I might gain weight back. I'm gonna put weight back on. So I have to buy clothes to fit me right now that might not fit me in a couple months. They probably will, because I'll be raw vast majority of the summer. I'll be probably 98% raw most of the summer. But that's not the point. The point is, at some point, I'm gonna gain a little bit of weight. And even if I thrift, it's still money that I need to expend. So here we are. So I do, you know, I just thought about it, and I do a cleanse every year. So last year I did 43 days. This year I'm doing 70 plus. I don't know. I don't know when this is gonna end, so you know, don't hold me to it. But 70 plus this year, and I'll probably do a cleanse every year. So maybe this is just the trend of like having clothes that I can fit when I do a cleanse, and the weight comes off. Maybe. So I'm trying to rationalize this to make this make sense to me, because I don't want to spend the money. Not on that anyway. I want to spend the money, just not on not on clothes. So there's that. Today, so to update you on supplies, I am out of bentonite clay. I took my last dose this morning with psyllium husk. I am out of activated charcoal. I ran out on Thursday, and I am out of apple cider vinegar. I ran out of that on Wednesday. So everything is trickling down to nothing. So this morning I did bentonite clay and apple cider vinegar and cold pressed apple juice. And then I have 2 more doses of psyllium husk. And I have since decided, I remember I said I was gonna take it to my girls. So I might touch base with them to see if it's something that they want, because they need it. They do, I'm telling the truth. They're still on SAD diet, and psyllium husk comes in handy when you need to go potty. So they do need it, like they do. However, if they say, no, Mom, don't bring it by, we don't want it, then I'm gonna do the last 2 doses next week, no matter if I'm still fasting or not. I suspect that I won't even do them back to back. I'll stagger the days. So what I'll do is, if they don't want it, I will use it next week, whether I'm fasting or not. I'll just get some juice and throw it in there. It was good this morning. It was delicious. So the apple cider vinegar, the psyllium husk is flavored this time. I don't have plain this time. I have flavored. And then the bentonite clay. Those, I guess they do and don't modify the taste. I put it in with the cold pressed apple this morning, the psyllium husk, and the bentonite clay. And the psyllium husk is that cinnamon spice, remember? So it was so good. This morning I was like, ooh, this is delicious. I don't know. That's what I said. It was good. So I don't remember saying that any other days. And I don't feel like the taste of those two, all the other ingredients modify the original taste of the juices anyway. So I'm kind of weirded out by it, and it might just be a change in my taste buds and not necessarily the drink. Because I remember just tasting it with the orange juice, and with the ingredients, it just tasted like gritty orange juice, like thick gritty orange juice. It didn't taste awful. I don't know. I don't know. The other piece I wanted to mention is when I was saying the other day that your body will tell you when you're just about done with the fast. I feel like my body in particular. So I remember when I first started the whole regimen to do mucoid plaque, and so I would do 2 a day when I first started, and then I would just do mostly 2 a day. Some days not so much, but mostly 2 a day. So when I first started, like, you're drinking so much fluid because you'll get dehydrated if you don't, because your body is working to remove waste. And I had a giant zit this morning. I don't know if you can still see it, but it's just from detox. So I had something here, through here, and then this here. It was big. It was a big zit. But anyway, so one of the signs that I noticed, and that you might also notice, everybody's body is different, so keep that in mind. But when you're doing the actual protocol for detox, or if you're doing bentonite clay or not, because I think this is just how your body works, and it's just a heavier detox when you mix those ingredients together. Like, it really flushes out the toxins a little bit faster than not, I guess, is what I'm thinking. So what I noticed was that after I went to sleep, I would wake up in the morning. So you're drinking so much water that your urine, I say tinkle or potty. Apparently I'm still not an adult, and that's fine with me. Anyhow, your tinkle and or urine, especially after you sleep overnight, because that's when your body is doing like the cleaning and the work. So it would be clear all day long, just nice clear stream, because it's a lot of water, just juice and water, right? And it would be clear for the most part. With, if you drink a green, you might get a little tint to it. If you drink orange, if you're heavy on the C, I did a really heavy C when we had when me and the girls had pneumonia. So you get a little tint, but not so much, because you're also drinking a lot of water. So it's pretty much clear for the most part. Overnight, however, when I woke up the next morning, it would be a deep orange, like just releasing toxins. All right, your body has done the work, it's doing the healing pieces, and it was a deep orange, if you will. So that was that. As time has progressed, and it could be because I'm only doing 1 a day, so keep that in mind. Number 1, everybody's body is different, and number 2, I'm only doing 1 dosage every day, so it's not the same as my previous weeks, or previous week, because I only did a week prior. So this would be week 2 of that regimen, not of the juice fast, but of the apple cider vinegar business. So this week, and again, the variable is it's only one dosing every day. I don't drink it in the afternoon. It was to get the muck cleaned out. It was a lot of bloating. And I was at 2 to 3 tablespoons of psyllium husk for the vast majority of this regimen. So keep that in mind as well. So not 1 tablespoon, like 2 to 3 most days. Anyhow, so as I'm progressing in the fast, and I feel like as I'm cleaning out, the tint of my urine in the morning is lighter, which I attribute to not necessarily to me only dosing 1 time a day, but I feel like it's attributed to me being almost done with the fast, or being just about cleaned out. The other piece is I do the dosing in the morning, typically when I get to work, so around 7 to 8:30, because I've been getting to work pretty early. So the dosing in the morning, and then the week that I did it prior, I was still kind of almost full, still full feeling when I dosed at night. This time with the dosing, I'm ready to eat again by lunch. So I feel like it's going through my system faster, which means it's got less to do, is what I feel like. We're our own guinea pigs, keep that in mind. So I feel like since the bloating is going away and I'm feeling hunger by about midday, by about lunchtime, today I got a smoothie, then that's what that is. So I feel like that's another sign that my body is just about cleaned out. And I'm gonna see it through. I don't know. I'm gonna try to be done this weekend. But if I don't feel like it's done, I'm just gonna keep going. So we'll see. And again, I have 2 more doses of psyllium husk. 2 more, like 2 to 3 tablespoons of psyllium husk. So I'm probably gonna stagger that. Monday, we're off for Memorial Day 2025. So it's gonna be Tuesday and Thursday. I'm not gonna do them back to back. I'm just gonna do Tuesday and Thursday. And that's whether I'm fasting or not. Because at that point, I'll still just be on watermelon or something. And if I had to predict, because I predicted last week that I was gonna start on Monday and I started on Saturday. So I started that weekend when I said, oh, I'm gonna do it at work on Monday. So my prediction might be wrong. However, but my current prediction for me is that I won't be done this weekend. I won't be done this weekend. The other thing that I noticed, and I think that's attributed mostly to the bentonite clay, is I do yoni steams and yoni pearls as a part of my self-care regimen. And I do attribute it to maybe the bentonite clay is what I think, but I feel like my body, so my lady parts are kind of purging, like I put it in pearls. So it's very light. It's not very much. I think it's because there's not very much in there. But my body is purging like I put it in pearls, which I thought was fascinating. And last year I didn't do the mucoid plaque protocol, and I didn't do cold press, and it was just a lot of other variables. But this fast, I'm purging just lightly, not heavy purge like pearls, but it's a little bit of purge like pearls on my lady parts, which I'm very happy with. And I don't think you can do bentonite clay long term, which is kind of saddening. Like, I think you need some space in between there. So my plan for next year, even if I just do 30 days, like if it's not a long fast, if it's not 40 plus days, 60 plus days, whatever the days are. If I do a cleanse next year or a juice fast next year, I am going to do a juice fast next year, and a cleanse next year, because I do them every year. I don't even know why I said that. At any rate, I'm going to start with the mucoid plaque protocol almost out the gate. There will be like a couple of variables there. I started with peculiar people at the top of each month, so March, April, but not May, because I knew I was going to do the mucoid pack, and I didn't know, I felt like that would be overdoing it. So with that being said, and I might order another peculiar people fast coming up, maybe. We'll see. At any rate, but I don't feel like I'm going to be done this weekend. I feel like it's going to be extended into next weekend. Maybe I'll be done on like Friday or something. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Because I was supposed to be done on May the 10th, and it is now May 20 some odd, and I'm still fasting. Still on solid food vacation. Solid food vacation. So let me touch base with my girls, see if that's something that they want to have around at the house, that they think that they could use, which I think they could. Matter of fact, if they say yes, I think I should take it over there, and then they should at least do one like tablespoon day of, like when I get there, to clean out something, to get some poop out of their system. So if not, then I'll use it, and then get some juice. That's about it. That's about all the updates I wanted. All the stuff I wanted to whine about, the clothes and things. It's gonna be nice to put on clothes. I whined about it, I know, but I'm a girl. I'm a girl, and I love looking pretty. I love putting on my clothes. So when I have to, I can. I don't typically unwarranted, but when I have to, I can. Look pretty. So that's about it. That's about all I have. I don't have anything else. Business casual. That's probably gonna result in, like, it's not gonna be too much. I'm probably gonna get a couple one pieces, like jumpsuits. I love jumpsuits. My fashion sense, dresses and jumpsuits. I love dresses and jumpsuits. So if I can find like a long sleeve, lightweight maxi, that's kind of, goes down just so if I don't shave, or so I don't have to shave, one or the other. But if I don't have to shave, or if I don't shave, then I don't have to worry about it. Long sleeve, because it's freezing cold at the office. It's freezing cold, and it's even colder when I'm not on green juice. It's very cold. It's so cold. That's one of the reasons I cannot wait to wear at home, is that I get to have the temperature on what I would like it. Also, please pray, guys. My last job, we had 3 monitors, and I feel like this workflow is dense enough that I need 3 monitors for my current job. And they do at the office. When we were at the office and we did the walkthrough, I saw some of the stations that had 3 monitors, but they said when we go home, we only get 2. And so I'm going to request 3. I want 2 extra monitors instead of just 1. So your laptop counts as a screen, and then your 2 extra monitors. So I'm accustomed to 3 total, and I want to keep that same vibe. So pray that it gets approved, that I get 3 monitors for a home. So I don't have to expend the money out of my pocket. That's basically the long and short, because I'm gonna have 3 regardless, but I don't want to pay for it, if I'm being honest. The transitions that I've been through in the last few years have been financially painful. That's what we'll just say. Not to anybody else's credit. It's the credit of my own. But I've slowly but surely dwindled my income down pretty good to my own fault. I blame no one. This is not anyone's fault. So I used to be at one pay range, and I'm very, very far away from that pay range. So I'm wanting to kind of get my credit cleaned up because it's suffered over the pay cuts. That is not anyone else's fault but my own. Not anyone else's fault. But I'm having to do a lot of adjustments and figure out what I'm going to do to get everything back in order as far as my credit is concerned. So, because the pay range is very, very different now. So, I don't want to expend any more money. That's the long and short of it. Is I don't, at this point, want to expend the money. Now, if I have to, I just have an extra monitor that I can use. It's fine. But I don't want to. I don't want to delegate money for that, for my comfort, to work efficiently or the way I think I should work. So, I'm crossing my fingers. I hope something works out. Obviously I'm gonna pray about it too. But I don't wanna have to come up with another monitor. I already know that I have to buy the keyboard and mouse that I want because I want them ergonomic, and I want a really cool one for my desk. So I'll figure it out. Either way, it'll get done. Even if the company won't pay for it or they won't give me a 3rd monitor, I'll get it figured out. I think that's it. I always think of stuff that I want to talk about in regard to my cleanse while I'm not recording. I need to write stuff down. My memory is not as... I'm learning a lot right now. And, comma, my memory... No, there's no comma after and. That's not grammatically correct. Just and. So I'm learning a lot, and I'm perimenopausal. So I forget stuff all the time. It just, no. I love the learning. I don't love the forgetting. So I'll start making notes on my phone to remind myself of what I want to talk about. But I did remember the whole tinkle thing. So I'm grateful for that. Anyway, that's it. Have a good one, guys.